boy with the crutches. Hashtag when you order groceries from Instacart and your entire bag of groceries smells like weed. I mean everything, like the Chex Mix, the cereal, all of it comes back smelling like weed. You know, I mean, it's cold outside. It is cold outside, but I don't know. Maybe I gotta go back to the grocery store. I need to quit playing lazy, get back in the car, and drive to the grocery store and actually shop for my own groceries. That way, or at least that way, I won't be getting like contact high from opening my bag of groceries. So yeah. Hey, hello and welcome to the TA Suyt Show. I'm TA Suyt. That's Suyt with a Y and not an I. And it's start time. One of these days, I'm not going to be able to hit that high note. So we'll see when. But for right now, I can hit it. I can hit the high notes. And I can still perform even after smelling all that weed in my bag of groceries. It's going to be a good day. Story time. Story time is when I tell a story that's not in one of my books, but it's just something that happened to me or somebody around me, and I thought maybe it was humorous or just fun enough to just tell it as a story. So this one is called The Boy with the Crutches. Story time. For anybody who knows me knows that I used to work in schools. Okay? I worked in the classrooms. It's on the front line, middle school, high school kids. And I loved it. I loved it for years. Did that throughout my 20s. And then I lost my patience. I always tell people, if you don't have the patience to work with kids, don't do it. It takes a special type of creature to do it. I used to be that person. I'm not anymore. I mean, I just kind of got fed up and I just didn't have the patience anymore. This is just a little side note. This is how I knew I couldn't work with kids anymore. I worked in a high school and I told this little girl to do something, right? A student. I was telling her, just giving her directions on what to do. This is what kind of look this little girl gave me. And went back to doing whatever the hell she was doing. At that moment, I knew then and there, I can't work with kids anymore. That's all right, though. I learned my lesson because I said, yeah, you can't be working with kids if you look like you're going to snatch a kid up by the collar. Can't do that. That's not good. Frowned upon. So don't do it. But I worked in schools, particularly alternative schools and the charter schools. I like to work with bad kids, the ones that's a little rough around the edges, the one that society told them maybe you'll be good, but maybe you won't, and it's okay. But nah, not me though. I was there on the front lines with my kids. Miss Tiffany cared about them, and in my 20s, I kind of looked like I could have blended in with the students. I ain't gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie. I looked kind of really young. I blended in lots of times, and thank goodness I did because I got to see one of the most interesting fights I've seen in the high school. The Boy with the Crutches. Now picture this. I'm walking into the building one day. You see a crowd of kids making noises in a huddle. Usually when kids make noises in the huddle, something's about to go down. Okay? Remember, I'm in my 20s. I look like a student, but I'm an adult. I'm staff. So if something goes down, I should be using my authority to tell the kids, hey, break it up. Go to class. What are we doing here? I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't do that. I wasn't that kind of staff member. And I'll tell you why. Because when kids get in a huddle, like somebody's about to get in a fight, does this look like it can stop somebody in a fight? Kids will knock my damn teeth out. Kids are crazy when they get in fights, particularly this alternative high school that I was working at. So I wanted to see what was going on. All right? So I blended in with the crowd. I knew eventually somebody was going to stop it. I was looking for one of the big burly males to come out of their classrooms. And you know, then they can assist with stopping this fight. But I got to see who was in the fight because I blended in so well with the students. Got in the middle, stood there kind of in the middle of the crowd, but close enough to see. It was a student with crutches. Black boy, all right? Couldn't be no more than probably a freshman, maybe sophomore. And he was on crutches. And he had a homeboy to his side, slightly behind him. And on the other side was another boy, another student, another minority male. And he was also talking smack about maybe freshman again, sophomore. They're young. They're kids, right? But he wasn't on crutches. He was talking some smack. But the one on the crutches, oh boy, was he talking some smack. He was talking some shiznit. That boy was talking. Of course, I'm looking around. I'm with the kids looking around like, y'all seeing this shit? Y'all seeing this? Y'all seeing the same fight I'm about to see? No staffs around yet? Nobody? All right. Just making sure, because there's no way this is about to go down, because this isn't going to end well anyways. But I'm like, all right. Again, I'm like, well, at least one of them's on crutches, so obviously there's not going to be a fight. Boy, was I wrong. Because the boy with the crutches kept talking shit. So much that the crowd started to get into it. You see kids going, oh, snap. It's about to go down. And I'm sitting here again, blended in with the kids, got my one strap backpack, looking around. The hell you mean it's about to go down? Huh? And where's the staff? And if they see me, I'm going to act like I just got here at the same time as them. Like I was going to stop the fight. Knowing I wasn't, because at this point, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm kind of intrigued. Kind of want to see what happens. Kind of want to see how this ends. So anyways, little shit talker on the crutches said, all right, time for talk is over. Now is the time for action. He didn't say those words, but you knew it was time for action because he told his homeboy that was slightly behind him, bro, hold my crutch. And he gave him one of his crutches. And his homeboy grabbed the crutch. And I looked and I said, okay, now you're just peacocking. Now you're standing there literally with your leg kind of bent like a peacock and like one crutch. So this isn't going to end well for you. I kind of wanted to say this ain't going to end well. But then I had to remember I'm a staff member blending in with a group of kids trying to see a fight with a disabled boy. So I ain't say shit. I just shut the fuck up, stay in the middle. I want to see how this goes down. Anyways, so then his homeboy got one crutch. He is peacocking. He's standing on one leg. And he's got the other crutch to his side. And he's standing there. And the other boy on the other side, he's talking out the side of his neck. Boy, the crutches, he got tired. Time for talk is over. Now's the time for action. He got sick of this boy talking some spit, right? Tell you what he does next. This boy, on one leg, mind you, peacocking, or flamingoing, not peacocking, flamingoing. His leg is like a fucking flamingo. Got the crutch down to the side. Other boy still talking spit. He got fed up. The flamingo got tired. And what did he do? He did something that Shocked the hell out of me. With that one crutch down to his side, his arm extra straight, he managed to lift the crutch up and smack the fuck out of the boy in the face with the motherfucking crutch. It was crazy. I said, whoa, shit. Now I wish that I did break it up because I just saw a kid get smacked with a crutch. He got smacked with the crutch. Mind you, I do know the other kid. He's a bad seed, okay? He's one that talks a lot of shit, get a lot of fights. He's that one. He's the one that get on everybody's nerves. I get it. He's a bad boy. Picks on people. It's like seeing the bully finally go down. I get it. That's why all the other kids was like, ho ho, when he had hit with the crutch. I get it. Still wrong though. See a kid get hit with the crutch, but it's even wronger because again, I could have prevented it, but I didn't. So that's on me. Anywho, boy gets smacked with the crutch. Now, I don't know if it hits him directly in the face or hits him up here in the shoulder, but he gets a really good whack off the boy. So good of a whack that the boy hits the ground. And then, to my amazement, he starts winning this fight. Because with that same one crutch, he uses it to basically smack the crap out of the boy on the ground. So he's smacking now. Yeah, he's getting in there. And not only is he getting in there with the crutch he's got, remember, his homeboy got the other crutch. So then his homeboy, with the crutch in his hand, grabs his crutch and he starts jabbing at the boy that's on the floor too. He's getting some jabs in. He's getting in there. And I'm like, golly. Okay, now this is just wrong. This is just wrong. Now, adult snapped back into my head and I realized this ain't right. This is not right. Somebody needs to do something. And just like that, staff finally comes. The male staffs, the ones with the muscles. Where were you a minute ago? But here they are now. Here they come. And they finally break up the fight. It's over now. They grab the boy with the crutch because he's obviously the one who's winning this battle. It was kind of like a Christmas Story when Ralphie finally got Scott Fargus' ass. You're like, yeah, get him, Ralphie, cuss his ass out. It was kind of like that. It was like everybody's like, yeah, he got the bully, got his ass, he was talking shit. It was great, but it wasn't great. From adult point of view, it wasn't great. But the boy got vindicated, okay? He got his justice in the moment, and he won that fight. And I always remember that fight because I don't know why. Of all the fights I've seen in high schools, and I've seen tons, working in alternative and charter schools and, just being a minority in schools myself, I've seen fights. Fights happen all the time. Shit. Okay? It doesn't matter what school you go to, a fight's going to break out. But that one was just kind of memorable because I just remember thinking, there ain't no way that boy gonna win this fight. Ain't no way he gonna win that fight. But he won the shit out of that fight. So, moral of the story is, don't bully other kids who basically have weapons that they use to help them walk. They can use that shit against you. Quit talking shit. Just saying. Anywho, that's the story. Alright? Alright. See you in the next one. Now don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or follow.